Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Yesterday was a blessing God gave us. Today is another absolute blessing. Beautiful day here in sunny Florida. Oh my goodness, it's going to be like 78, 80 degrees. What's it going to be like today? Oh my God, it's so beautiful. 84 degrees today, low of 70, all sunny, clear skies, not a cloud in the sky. Unbelievable day. Unbelievable day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right. Let's break down Bitcoin for you. Not much has changed from my last update. We do see liquidity below us to 82.5. That means there's liquidations to 82.5. The market maker may want to eat those liquidations alive. That's where the most liquidity is, all the way down to 82,500. Hey, Sammy, is it converting your holder to USDC? Converting to BERA? I have no what you're saying. All I know is USDC does save you money on Coinbase. Yes, I think you figured it out. Yeah, I figured that out too. The hard way. Shout out to everybody here. We're looking at this flag for Bitcoin. Last night I put out a long for Bitcoin kind of right here. Looking like we could bounce to the upside. We kind of went up and down, sideways, stayed in the flag, never lost a two to make, got the bounce back to 84,230. I'm long right now for Bitcoin, and I'm going to tell you why. We called this bottom here with the double bottom on the 1 minute time frame. I don't know if you remember, we called that absolute bottom. We've been trading huge to the upside. This was when the 15-minute lost the two to make, and then I called the long here on the 4 hour. We nailed it. We sold the local top yesterday, and now we're kind of where we're at. You know, so this is kind of what's going on. And then I said, watch the flag, wait for the 21 to touch. And that's exactly what happened. I knew to wait for price action when the 21, when you get away from the 21-day moving average, it's time to take some profits. We knew after this big spike, we were too far from the 21. I said to my students, wait and watch this kind of come back to the 21-day moving average. I said, my next trade will be when this kind of resolves, this comes, and the stochastics reset. Bang. That's my sauce, and that's exactly what happened. Bang. Look, I called it to a T. I do this for a living. Every single day, 7 days a week, without a day off. I don't get drunk at night. I'm not hungover. I haven't had a drink in, 4 to 5 years at this point. I don't even remember when the last time I did drink alcohol. So I don't get bogged down. I don't get hungover. I don't have low energy. You know, everyone says, how do you have good energy? What's going on? You know, 80% of people drink alcohol, or probably a majority. So that's why the people that don't drink alcohol have a lot of energy, man. Pretty simple. They have the whole entire world drinking that stuff. You know, they advertise it on every single TV show, every single moment in time. It's at every single event. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. So I'm looking for this flag to break out. If we lose the 200 May, so be it. Then we'll dump. We'll look at the bullish and the bearish scenarios for you today, because I don't want to be a perma something. A perma bull, perma bear. I'm going to take a look at what could happen regardless for BTC. I mean, right now, the 7-minute flirting with being below the 200 May. My thing is this. If the 15-minute were to lose the 200 May, I would flip bear. And then the 1 hour would be losing the 200 May. They're going to lose it probably together, because the 1 hour is right on it and the 50 minutes right below it. So really, the first thing that would happen is the 1 hour would lose the 200 May. If we lose the 200 May in the 1 hour and we Bart Simpson our way somewhere down to about 80,006, the second we close a 1 hour candle below the 200 May, my whole entire plan is done. Like, that compromises this idea. But right now, you can see we've been well above this the entire time, suggesting we are going to stay above it to the upside. All right. Amen. Yeah. Good day, brother. Unlocking drains and making gains. God bless you, brother. God bless you. 84,200. Looks like we're good bump. And the target there is 89,452. And I got a few trades open. We'll see where they go. This one's down $43 right now. I'm in the same trade. Same thing. I'm trading this flag, right? I want to see the flag break up, and I'm going for that target at 89,000. All right. Got the same trade. This is open on Weeks, weeks.com. All right. Very simple way to open the trade. I guess I could show you the trade. Let me open this up for a second. So I find a flag, I trade flags. I like low stochastics in the 1 hour time frame. And then I take this, the length of, that's really the length. It's a big length. But you could say conservatively, it'll go this length here. That'll be the first stop, right? Actually, no, yeah, I'll go the whole length because that's a big pull. Pause. I just want to dance. Yeah, and look at that measured move takes you to 89,450, right? Suggesting that this is going to pump to 89,000. So that is the target. All right. When I see that, what I do is I go grab the long tool. I position myself where the entry is, where the profit is, and I pull this down. And it tells me where I'm likely going to be able to get in for BTC. All right. So I enter, I put a stop, and that's it. I do this over and over again. If you lose this, you only have to win this 3 out of 10 times. You don't have to win it more than that. If you win 3 out of 10 of these trades, you will become profitable. Pretty awesome, right? People don't realize that. They think they have to win every single trade. That's just not the case. Never has been, never will be. All right. What happened? Got a cough or something out of nowhere yesterday. So, Bitcoin looks interesting to me, like it could move to the upside, and I'm long. And I showed you how to enter the long. You would put a lot right here. I'd say, okay, I want to get out at 89,462, but I would like a stop loss in case it doesn't go my way. See, a stop loss says you're open-minded. And open-minded people see the most because they're able to take in multiple ideas instead of just one. All right. So 82,600 would be the stop loss, somewhere right around that area. Right, you can see that about 82, 588, 5. I was at 529 even, right? And then you drag this to see what I'm doing 350 for 920 or 300 for 976, and that's a beautiful trade right there, right? Now I've already entered the trade and done the same exact thing, right? You see right now it's down $37, and you've already paid some fees, so we'll see where this goes. All right, but I'm more bullish than bearish on Bitcoin, and I like what I'm seeing. All right, so, and let me do my top-down analysis for you, and then we'll leave Bitcoin. But that's pretty much it for BTC. All right, like that's it right there. So you can see what I'm doing. Look, and it's also a semi cup and handy to the upside, right? It's a bit of a cup and handle that wants to blast the upside. So I like my odds. I like what's going on, but I'm open-minded to know that I could be wrong, and it may not go the way I plan. Right? So, exactly. Let's take a look at BTC, USD, and I'll go use just like, funny, why was it? See, I knew I did that the other day. It got rid of the buy bid spot. Interesting. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so let's take a look at Bitcoin in the long run. We'll do a top-down analysis here for you. So, the weekly. The one thing I keep talking about is hidden bullish divergence. It's a very strong signal. Whenever I've seen it, 90% of the time in my day, in my 20 years of doing this, can you believe that? 20 years? I'm an old man, 42 years old, been trading for a long time at this point. But hidden bullish divergence tells me there's a 90% chance we break these highs before we break this low. And I've back tested this. I've used it for years. It's played out for me so much in my life. It's ridiculous. Like, it would tell me to put my whole life savings into Bitcoin right now, and I will be fine. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a pump right now. 84,270, right? See what happens. But this tells me that we're going to likely push further to the upside and break these highs over time. I can also see the beginnings of a reversal pattern. A shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that could break us further to the upside for BTC. So far, so good on the weekly. And you barely almost came to the previous wick, but that was good enough. People front-run the support and resistance because so many people want to buy Bitcoin that everyone says, oh, if people are going to buy at 71,000, then I'll buy at 78,000. When everyone wants an asset, everyone front-runs it. When you front-run an asset, it can't come back down to the previous consolidation because too many people are going to set orders before that even gets there. That's what that's what I see happening to Bitcoin, right? And that's amazing right there, right? So that's beautifully bullish for BTC. I like what I'm seeing there for Bitcoin. This carries over to the 3-day chart. You got basically the exact same game going on. It's very bullish, very oversold. RSI is in a very low place. Look how low we got here. The RSI on the 3-day chart was right around 38, right there at the low. Look at when we got to this low here. The RSI was somewhere around 34. The RSI hit that 20, I think it hit 28 at one point. Look at that, the lowest, no, it hit the lower point, but it hit this low. See, These are screaming areas to buy BTC whenever the RSI and the Stokes get that low and match. It's telling you this is a great chance to take a high probability play. Now, there's an odds that it doesn't work out, right? But if you go by the probability, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. But if you go by the probability takes you to the idea that there is going to be some type of bigger move to the upside. Again, I could be wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. It's not guaranteed. Nothing is. All right, for BTC. One thing I got to do is they're messing with me here on my gradients. This is how I used to have the gradient. Or was it? Hold on. Yeah, change my chart up a little bit. Make it cooler looking, right? Actually, that's a little too dark. I want to, hold on. But my gradient, man, I used to have it fresh to death. Not just black. I wanted to have this like cool vibe to it. I like that, but I want it a little dark. There we go. Can I mess with that at all? No. You go too light, you're gonna have a. I thought I had it something like this. Yeah, that's hot. There we go. I like that. That's got a fresh feel to it. Only thing now is this. Hold on. Yeah, it's got to look exactly the same. RSI. And then I got to save this template. Master temp. Life or temp. Life. Sorry about that. Well, you learned something, hopefully, right? How to, So, okay, let's take a look. So I like what I'm seeing here on the 3-day chart. Let's go to the daily. And when you look at the daily, fine, for once, it kind of almost looked like the 1 minute to me for a second. It's funny how I just saw that. I like when that's more shaded, but as long as the dotted lines are there, that's all that matters to me. And I can see where my dotted lines are. So that's a bullish divvy. And you can see it on the indicator too as well. All right. So swing up, swing up, swing up on the RSI here. And you got swing down on price action. I mean, that's a very bullish sign. We just got to get above the 200 MA, and right now we're hugging it right now. If today we close a daily candle above the 200 MA, that's a very bullish sign for Bitcoin. So you can see there's a lot of reasons why it looks like the bottom may be in for BTC, and we may be on our way to the upside. I've collected this data for years, and it's very similar to, like, say you go out into the ocean and you can smell the breeze, you can taste the air, and you're like, oh, I can tell it's going to rain soon. You're collecting the data that you know for years has panned out to tell you it's going to rain. I'm telling you, like, if raining is pumping, I'm picking up on all the ideas that tell me it's about to rain, right? I don't like the 22-hour. It's a little overbought. The 12-hour, too, is a little overbought. The 8-hour is a little high right now, and so is the 4-hour. It's a little overbought, but there's still legs. And the 4-hour itself is in a flag touching the 21-day moving average. So even the 4-hour, to me, looks bullish. What's the bear scenario? I guess we could put this in some type of bear flag like so. I could even say it broke out of the bear flag, broke back inside, or make it open. And you could say this is eventually going to turn into a bear flag and dump us in our face. And Bitcoin's going to head all the way down to 72,000. What will happen first is the 15-minute will lose the 200 MA, and I'll flip bearish, you see? So I'll know before that, because we'll lose the 200 MA on the 15-minute time frame, and that will cause me concern to think that Bitcoin's not likely going to pump. We lose this 200 MA, that's not going to be a good sign. All right. So that's the first thing that I'll be able to see it. Because I look at Bitcoin and I don't take time off, and I'm here all the time, I'm going to see it. I'm going to see us lose the 1 hour, and I'm going to say, oh, we're likely going to drop to the bottom of the trend line. Then the flag's in play. So the flag will be in play way before the flag's in play, because we'll lose the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame, and I'll be one of the first people to tell you. And this kind of brings us back. See how I was able to delete all my analysis and come right back down to it? So sweet. And then you can see that 89,000 is calling our name for BTC. So I'm long for Bitcoin out of this flag. We'll see what happens. It's almost a bit of a double bottom too, a slanted double bottom. and I'm bullish for BTC. So that's my Bitcoin analysis from the top down, all the way from the weekly down to the 1 hour. I don't really need to use anything past the 15-minute today, in my humble opinion. It's a weekend, you know. Let's see, the 1 hour just got across the 200 MA, which is a known signal of mine. That was a known scalp for you right there. Open up the trade with a stop below. Look at that pump you would have had from about 83.8 all the way back up to 84,262 for BTC. So, and that happened about 6:50 in the morning for a pump to the upside. So I like that. A beautiful move for BTC. So absolutely lovely day. And Bitcoin in a pretty nice spot. We'll see what happens. But I'm long, baby, long. And I'll come back tonight to show you if I'm down. Tonight's show will be pushed to about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. All right. So around 10 o'clock, I will be back tonight. Not your regular 8 p.m. So write that down. I'll be back at 10 o'clock tonight. Not your regular 8 p.m. So you'll have more time to go hang out with your family and friends. And the show will be a lot later than normal. So who here likes the fact that the show's a little later today? Who here doesn't like the fact that the right thumbs up if you're happy, right thumbs down if you're not, or put an emoji. Let me know. Let's take a look at Sol. A lot of people want to know what's happening to Solana. I mean, every single trade is in a flag above the 200 MA. These are extremely bullish signs. 90% of the time, these have panned out to be big pumps to the upside. This tells me the whole market's about to erupt. We could be the beginning of the bull run right now. This could be the start of a massive, massive pump. One thing I want to show you that's pretty interesting is I read this poem, and I'm going to pause the music for a second. Look at this poem this guy wrote. Now, Josh Mann, he's established credibility. Number one, he put out that he traded Bitcoin and Master from 2 million to 22 million. He's an amazing trader. He swung traded really well. He did great. He goes, I hope I establish a little credibility with a few of you so that this will help. This time is different. The fourth turning is upon us. Thursday, 11/17, 1/17, and 3/14. So let's go back to those dates, right? And now he posted this on November 5th, all right, of 2024. Now he called out the date of 3/14/2025. We all know, and then and look what he did. He goes, when 84 becomes the base, Bitcoin calls will melt their face. This is how you get ahead, by IBIT calls in size instead. 10 to 1, you'll ride it up. 10 to 1, man, you'll ride it up. The stock it soars into the skies, then sell the call and exercise. See the path of Pistol Pete. Try a slug and then repeat. Look every day at close and lows. When 84 is on the dot, the call will launch a real whole shot. Feel the G's, hear the roar. The coin won't stop 360 more. For a year, it's going to pump. A trio of fours times a grand. That's 444,000. That's the top. Bitcoin fades. This is how a cowboy trades. A nation state down by the sea. I think they call it empathy. No room for hate or jealousy. Essentials they would be on me. Work if you want, but just for fun. Think in the shade and play in sun. He's saying, like, you don't have to work. Like, all you have to do is take a Bitcoin call and go hang out in the sun, and you're going to be straight. This thing's going from 84,000 to 444K. Now, again, take this with a grain of salt. This is one call out of nowhere, but let's take a look at these dates. Let's take a look at 11/7, 1/6, and 3/14, shall we, on the Bitcoin chart. So let's take a look at the all-time history index for Bitcoin, and let's just take a look. Again, what were those dates? The first date is going to be 11/7 for BTC. Let's take a look at 11/7 for Bitcoin. And remember, we saw this as a possible symmetrical triangle that could break to the upside. They have been breaking down 90% of the time. This is the first one that finally broke out. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. If you just bought that shoulder, you're still in the money. But there was many other ways to trade this too as well. And I'm a 200 MA guy. When we get above the 200 MA, I open up a trade with a stop below. I have a trade open on Weeks, a trade open on BITUNIX, a trade open on Mexi. I got trades open all over the place. I went hard on this one because this looks like it's likely going to make a big move. And I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong and we get slaughtered. I don't know. I wish I knew. But all I'm going to tell you is I have to take a shot here. That is my model. I wait for price to cross the 200 MA inside a flag with low stochastics. I mean, I've traded that thousands of times. That is my model. If that will be remembered, they should draw that on my tombstone. I will be remembered for this move right here, the 21 crossing the 200 MA, baby. I don't like the curving 21. So anyway, let's take a look at the date. The first date was, I forgot it again, right? No, 11/7. 11/7. Just want to make, okay. I want to make sure I'm not deleting my old work there. All right, so if we go all the way to 11.7 on the daily, all right, and bear with me here. All right, so January. All right, so November 7th, right? Look at that. That was basically, once we had broken pivot point, 74,000. From that point on, if you would open up a trade there, you would have boomed out. So he's telling you, I nailed the call at 11.7. Had you taken my call, you would have been awesome. So he's got some indicator that's telling him something. He's not telling us what it is, but he's telling us how he used it. All right? And this thing boomed to the upside. All right? So that's 11.7. So interesting. So we called like a local bottom there. Now, I called this too. We were able to call. How did I call this? We got in here on a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. When the daily crosses the 200 MA, I'm super bullish. You knew I was extremely bullish here. I called that beautiful long. We had a beautiful pump. Anyway, I'm just trying to put myself up to test with this guy. I did call that too. But anyway, so let's go back into the next idea, 116.25. So now we move forward. Now, January 16th, right? He's kind of calling a local top here, technically, right? He's saying, hey, we're likely going to, I guess, I don't know what that date is. It's not amazing, but it was our biggest green candle. After that, right? Or Thursday the 16th with the red candle there. You would say it was kind of maybe the beginning of the fall off of the rally, but trying to see the significance there. Maybe he knew there was a topping. It was when the RSI called a bearish div out slightly. Interesting. But now he's calling out 3-4-14, which is right here. And he's basically, it's the higher low in a data set. I mean, all he's doing is calling the higher low in a set, right? I mean, boom, there's a higher low. High, low, higher low, gone. There's your low, here's your low, high, higher, low. The 4 hour shows it perfectly. There's your high, there's your low, there's your high there. You breach that, you technically make a higher low, and then you have a higher high. Now you have a higher low. The 4 hour is likely to pump. Bitcoin pumping. 84,277 on the all-time history index, going up to 84,200, but somewhat more sideways on the day. So a lot of coins are going to look exactly the same as Bitcoin, above the 200 MA with the bull flag. That's a very bullish sign for a pump to the upside. Looks like the bottom may be in for a lot of these coins, right? Might be time to gobble up some BTC. I'm just going to look at the spot overview here. MEXC is the place to be. If you want to trade with the least amount of fees in the game, head over to MEXC, man. You won't pay the least amount of fees. But look, I got 100 racks in Tether. I'm thinking, what do I deploy? I like a little deep book. I like a little Ondo. I like a little render, some SEI, a little SWE, some Solana, maybe even a little AI tech. I mean, there's so much to grab out here. Just adding to the bags, man. So a little Tau wouldn't be too bad. So this is starting to show me there is some signs of life in this market, and it's not all bad. It's not all bad. So coins that I would be DCing into: Ondo, Deepbook, Near, Render, SEI, heck, even Doge, Arkham, Wallow, Gala. Those are gaming. They're okay, a little too high risk for me. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Tau, hot one. So even those I think would take care of you. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But these are coins that I firmly believe are going to continue to punch if we get this bigger pump to the upside. He called 84K before it even fell there. Yes, he did. He was spot on, man. On the day. He called 84K to the day before it happened. Yeah, so something's going on there for sure. And I know we're not supposed to speculate in that nature and just look at the charts. But I mean, the guy was obviously using the charts too. So there's something interesting going on. Right. So, hey. And when Bitcoin going sideways, this is a really, really good sign for the altcoins. We'll show you Caspa taking the call back to 8 cents right now. Let's take a look at Caspa. I bet you Caspa's in that same flag on the 1 hour time frame. It is. Look, and I put out Caspa right here for a pump to the upside. Look at this. I called Caspa to make this right shoulder. You see that? And I said, Caspa's about to pump. And boy, did it pump. And look, that was a flag right near the 100. The 200 MA there on the 1 hour time frame. Right now, look, Caspa's making another flag, and Caspa likes to pump with BTC. If anything pumps today, I would lock in on Caspa. It looks like it may be taking the Bitcoin pump pretty seriously. They also punched this coin to the low, not panic selling. Shout out to anyone that didn't panic sell Caspa. If you didn't panic sell Caspa, it was like not taking the COVID jab. Seriously, it was like man, like they pressured you so hard to panic sell it. We were in at 20, they pushed it all the way to 5. If you did not panic sell your Casper, you are a soldier. Like you are someone that they just can't wrench. Like you have diamond hands of steel. But look, this, it's a little bearish. You could say it could slip off, but I like how it's getting tight, lower stochastic. I'd look for Caspa to possibly bump with a stop loss below 7.7 for Caspa. Caspa looks interesting to me for Shozy. For Sheezy. For Sheezy. For Shozy. So look, we look at it here. Yeah, Caspa looks interesting to me. I would watch Caspa. Seems like it's on a bit of a tear here. All right. Lifer vision. I know, right? The guy must be a lifer, right? He got that lifer vision. I didn't panic sell anything. God bless you all. With the lifers now. Amen. Diamond hands of steel. Shout out to everybody kicking it with us. Unbelievable. And the testimonials are rolling in now. We have so many new people jumping into the trading group. If you want to jump on into the trading group, it's cryptolifer.com. I'm saving lives every single day. We're stopping people from getting liquidated. They're learning key ideas. They're finding out what the 200 and the 21 is. They learn not to sell when the stochastics are high. I'm telling you right now, the vibes are high. The energy is high. I'm grateful for each and every one of you that show up. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for every single moment that I live. May God bless each and every one of you. This is a blessing, this life we live in. This is a blessing, all right? An absolute blessing. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, and thank you so much for jumping on in. Yeah, this red stone coin has been on my radar, and I just had a feeling it was going to keep pumping. Now I see it's away from the 21-day moving average of the 1 hour and high. So look, I set my parameter. I set my trap. Once the market gets frothy again, we can start trading these altcoins for days. The key is to get ahead of the trade before it happens. So we start setting the trade up before it happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Boom. 21 comes in. Stochastics get low. Bang. One thing I can do is I can even right click here and I can add alert on the stochastics RSI, which I just did. When the stochastics hit that line, I'm going to get an alert. Haven't done that in a long time in front of each and every one of you, but I'm the only guy that put alerts on the stochastics RSI. It's boss. It's a boss move. So look, I'm setting alerts on Redcoin. Now I'm going to start setting alerts. We're going to start firing off. When it's time to trade alts, you're going to know I'm going to be all over the altcoins. The live stream is going to be crazy. It's going to be super chats. You're going to see the live stream change. Altcoins will take over from Bitcoin trading. We'll still Bitcoin trade the first hour, but altcoins will take over the second hour of the stream. It'll be out of control. You'll see it. Who has seen it before when the stream actually changes? You can watch my stream and know when alt season is just by how many super chats I'm getting. When I'm getting hundreds of dollars, $500 in super chats, people are firing it off, bang, 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 right? Hey, Lifer, love your stuff. Can you give me a target for Solana? Been in since 126. Shout out to the guy. Yeah. A shame that you didn't like Ponky, but glad that you got to wake up today as well as chat. I like Ponky. I have Ponky. I have a bag of Ponky, just so everybody knows. I never sold my Ponky. Yeah. Let's take a look at XRP. Last night, it looked like it might make a big move to the upside. It was getting very tight inside the flag. And XRP hit the target of 10%. Look at this. I called this yesterday. Said XRP was going to 250, and it did. Congratulations to anyone that took the call for XRP. Bang, bang, bang. And let me show you the call that I gave in the trading group. So if there was an alt there, we still hit the only alt that mattered. And here's my call for XRP. Let me show you what you get inside the trading group. It is basically, it's not a signal, but XRP in a tight triangle. Moving average is getting tight. Once, and if we get above the 200 MA, we'll get a pump with high probability and see where the 200 MA is. Once we got above that, I knew we were going to pump, but the action was right there at 227, saying we're going up 10% to 249. I told you the exact target. You could put a stop below 221 too as well. A lot of times I do get the stop as well. Alt season just hasn't really pumped yet, so I'm easing back into it. But you can see there's your before, clearly, and there is your after for XRP. Boom. I mean, it's a beautiful move. Again, there's your before, and there is your after. I try to make it actually exact before. What I can do is I put my fingers right there. That's the triangle. That's basically going to do it pretty well, right? So you can be like, here's the before, And here is the after. It's so cool, right? Because the triangle stays in the same place. There's the before, and there is the after. A little longer, actually. But there's your before, and there is your after. You're going to start seeing this up there, Mark. There's your before, and there is your after. Boom, that was perfect. And I do this all the time. All the time. And look, I mean, all coins are going to start getting out of control, and then eventually they'll get back to... XRP is going to be back to $3-4, and everyone's going to be like, man, I wish I got a chance to get XRP before I got out of control, right? And so I just, you know, I caution you for this could be one of the biggest alt seasons in history, and people got scared out of accumulating. You know, they did a good job. If it was going to be a big season, they would have to scare you from accumulating, right? They would have to push you out the market. Look for XRP to make a move today to the upside. The whole market looks frothy, man. I'm looking for an altcoin pump into Saturday night. Like I come back tonight, it looks like things may be frothy as heck. But shout out to everyone that got into XRP for the win. That's a beautiful 10% trade right there. 10x leverage, that's 100% gains, right? So bang, 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 XRP for the win. And now I'm getting back in my mojo, man, back into altcoin calls. I'm going to start ripping. I don't send a lot of altcoins out when the altcoin market is like just getting started because I'm like, well, I push people in when it's not frothy enough. When it gets frothy, when it gets juicy, when it is flowing, I'm all over it. I'm all over it, right? All right. XRP, USDC, boom. And then I like this flag here for XRP. I mean, that looks like it's going to boom again to the upside. 1 hour reset, tight consolidation. Look at your 15-minute. Yeah, your 15-minute looks beautiful. Again, anything could happen. This stuff could dump. You can't guarantee, nothing is guaranteed, but you go by probabilities. Like, what have you seen in the past? What do the indicators say? How have you made money? You know, in the past, I followed this and it's played out. This tells me XRP is going to 267. And I mean, there's talk of the new Swift system, talk of new finance. Like, this is all happening right now in front of your eyes. 243 to 268. This trade is still open technically. No reason to close it. Bang. It's possible to reach $5 for XRP. Definitely is, yes. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on. Let's take a look at the fan funding. Daily above the 200 May, 100%. Hey, Life, I love your stuff. Can you give me a target for Solana? I've been in since 126. I mean, I've given you the education. Just from watching my Bitcoin update, you should find the target. But the target for Solana, you can see, is 150. That's the next target for Solana, $150. And it looks like we may get there. Look at the daily with bullish divvy on the indicator. So the whole entire market got the bullish divergence Bitcoin got, right? The total market cap. And we went over this on my macro technical analysis video like yesterday. If you saw my macro analysis, you'll be able to figure out what was happening to BTC, to all these markets, right? So you'd be spot on here. Spot on. Man, what a beautiful day it is to be alive. So, hey, it looks like altcoins are going to get frothy. I would find that exact flag on any altcoin you want and take it. Like, I know I don't have to be that specific. I could be that nice to you. Search altcoins. I don't care which one it is. Look for them. And if you can find that exact flag, if your altcoin's getting above a 200 May, right? That's just, you want to just take advantage of any of those moves. Look, VELO's in a flag about to crack the 200. So VELO hasn't cracked the 2 hour. Well, look at VELO. It's about to do damage. I mean, that's a cup and handle for VELO, right? I wouldn't be surprised if VELO didn't pump up to 1819, right? The whole market looks like it's about to erupt, my friends. Like VAI is about to pump. Like they're all pump. Look at this. The altcoins are saying, hey, wow, Bitcoin has broke a key level. And if we break above the 2 hour 200 May, these coins, they're all breaking out right now as we speak. You're technically buying the breakout, but man, these things are about to rip. Stochastic's a little high. I like to wait for the 21 to touch price action, but dang, you know, you can see how things are starting to brew here. And you name the coin, DYDX, like you name it, it looks like it's going to pump. They all have this bullish divvy, and they made it out the right side of the right shoulder there. Whole market's looking pretty frothy. This thing had that crazy pump recently, right? IOST. So there's a lot of opportunity in these altcoins. Funny, MILLE, I remember when I put out this coin, it looks like it's still going to pump. Very tiny market cap, though. Remember what else was frothy? BERA chain was frothy when the market wasn't good. That would maybe entice you to think that BERA chain might actually have a move now. Oh, wow, they flattened it, though, down to 6, right? But same concept. You'd go to the 1 hour time frame. You'd see if a flag's about to crack it. Look, the whole market is on the 1 hour 200 MA. Like the entire market. You see this? I'm pointing. This is how I can see what's going to happen to the market, because the whole market will be doing the same exact thing. And the same exact thing has a high probability. We go by this, then the tether dominance should be below the 1 hour 200 MA and should be dumping. You get it? And look, there's tether dominance just breaking below the 1 hour 200 MA in a bear flag. And so that tells people they're about to bail on tether in a major way. You don't want to hold a big bag of tether. We're about to go down hard to the downside for tether. It's telling you it's time to make a huge move, right? And look, that could get all the way back down to 5%, right? So that tells us that people are in shoulder, head, shoulder. This is how we've looked at it the whole time. The DXY also collapsing to the downside in a bear flag below the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame. See? Look at the last time we got above the 200 MA here and we made a flag like this. We retested it. There we started to flag and we were right near it. This is very similar to Bitcoin is right there, right? And I'm showing you the more bullish moves that the DXY had. It was when it made a flag. Look, it made these flags right above the 200 MA with the 21 crossing. That's where we are right now for Bitcoin and these altcoins. Look, the flag right there with the 21 crossing above the 200. Now we're in the exact opposite stage of price action for the DXY. We're below the 200 MA. We're making a bear flag. Everything is playing out exactly as I have planned out, and the probabilities have showed me. This keeps me at ease here. Tells me that there's a big move for Bitcoin. 84K could be a monster play here for BTC. A monster play for BTC. Right? So, a big time to be alive, right? A big time to be alive. One thing I might do is go over to Spot here, and you're going to see something interesting happen right in front of your eyes. It's going to amaze you. You're going to be amazed right now, all right? But you're going to see something that you've almost never seen in your entire life. You might want to clip this, all right? You might want to clip this. All right. Are you sitting down? Are you sitting down? I hope you're sitting down. I hope you're sitting down. All right. I hope you're sitting down. I hope you're sitting down. Because look, I'm going to buy a whole Bitcoin right now. Yes, I'm buying an entire Bitcoin in front of your eyes. Look at this. Buy. We're buying an entire Bitcoin at 84,000. I just bought a Bitcoin for 84,000. All right. I don't know if whatever that means to you, you do you do with that information however you take it. But remember the last time I bought a Bitcoin on this stream, it was at 19,000. All right. And I'm still up on that buy. So you do whatever makes you happy. I'm showing you what's going down. I love each and every one of you. I'm going to be gone for the day. Take care of yourselves. I will be posting charts throughout the day, looking at all coins, having fun. We have my elite traders, everyone else. We have an entire group of people all the time banging on you right now. So I love you all. May God bless each and every one of you. He goes, you mean one? No, I bought a whole Bitcoin. I have no idea what you mean. Yeah. Exactly. Hard work pays off. That man's conviction. Amen. Yeah. You changed my whole perspective on TA. Amen. Shout out to Lewis Angel. Shout out to Dave Angel. We got more angels in here. We had Jennifer Moffitt. I'll be back tonight at 10 p.m., everybody. All right. I got pants on, man. I got pants on. I'm ready to go. Strapped up, ready to rock. I am strapped during the show because you never know. All right. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for being here. Bitcoin at 84,300. The pump is real. Starting to get a move to the upside here for Bitcoin. I gave you my trades. I showed you the trade on the daily. I showed you the trade on the bigger time frames. I explained everything that I could for you. You do whatever makes you happy. I love you all. I got to bounce for the day, but I hope you have a wonderful time out here on this beautiful Saturday. I came in early to keep it hot for you and to keep it coming in. We will keep putting out charts for you throughout the day. Do not be stressed. And have a great, awesome afternoon. We hit XRP. We're going to hit many, many other coins. The altcoins are going to start flying at you heavily If you're still on the fence, all right, look at these that come in. This came in today. I've been following your free content for nearly 2 years. I genuinely can't thank you enough. Your teachings did just help me make money. It made it possible for me to fulfill a dream. Taking my wife and kids to Disneyland in Florida, coming from a third world country, that's not something easy or common. And it was your guidance that made this dream a reality. If your free content has had such an impact on my life, I can't imagine what's waiting for me here. Doing this wouldn't have been possible without you, Sammy. Thank you for me and my entire family. I give it for free. That's why God takes care of me. Now, most people would say if you give it for free, no one will pay for your services. Who's going to join your trading group if you give it for free? I give even more in my trading group on top of what I give for free. So no one else gives more for free than me. That's why everyone's like, how come you don't do a giveaway and all this stuff? Because I give the sauce away for free, man. You know? People learn from me for free. That's why when someone comes at me and says, oh, you sell subscription, I'm looking at the guy like, you're out of your mind, man. People want to pay me. I've made so many people happy that people throw $99 a month at me. They're blessed. They're like, you know what, Sam, here's $99. You've been so good to me. You know, be so good to people that they'll be willing to pay you. Be so good to people that they'll be willing to pay you. All right? And I got to show you this testimony. I've been following your free content for nearly 2 years. Genuinely can't thank you enough. Your teachings didn't just help me make money. It made it possible. You went to Disneyland on a third world country budget. Are you kidding me? I've never heard of that. Like, I've never even heard of that. That's absurd. I give the knowledge away for free. And God blesses me with testimonials like this. You see what I'm saying? They can have all the money. They can have all the money. The millionaires, the billionaires, they can take it all. They'll never get these testimonials. I know rich people that are way richer than me, but they'll never get a testimonial like that written about them. That is the key. That's legacy. That's when you're doing something with your life. That's when you're making an impact. That's when you know your life has meaning. That's when you hug your kids at night. You know that they have a dad that's worth something, man. And that's what makes life worth living. I'm telling you right now, this right here, these words make life worth living. Thank you so much for writing that testimonial, Marmouth, H. Carmouche. May God bless you, man. And thank you for everything you've done for us in this channel. Thank you for writing that testimonial. You've changed lives by writing that testimonial. I give the knowledge away for free, and God blesses me with testimonials like this. And they'll say it's photoshopped. Amen. God bless everybody. 84,300 Bitcoin getting a bit of a pump here. Back to the upside, but only time will tell. We will see what happens in the future. Everybody, I love you. I thank you so much for being here on this beautiful morning live stream. I'll be back tonight at about 10 p.m. to bust through, to show you what happened, to revisit, and to have a blast. I can't wait to see you all tonight, and may God bless you all. May you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for your time, your most precious asset, which is your time. I hope I made good use of it. May God bless you all. Remember, you all know what the secret to success is. I remember every person that I've ever met, every successful person that's ever been successful, they have this one secret. You know what it was? It's getting started.